In this video, I'll be sharing with you 10 fresh fragrances that you can wear for fall and winter. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're first time here, my name is Mehdi. I'm talking about fragrances. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notifications by my new uploads. Let's see what I have here for today's video. At number 10 spot, Bentley for Men Black Edition. This fragrance is a spicy, woody, green and leathery type of fragrance, but leather note is kind of nuanced, is not that much to your face. Reminds me of your Fahrenheit in that genre. Not enough close to say it is a clone for that fragrance, but like 30-40% I can guess your Fahrenheit here as well. If you want a bit more niche touch, you can go by Mancera Windwood. That fragrance is also close to this and your Fahrenheit as well, but I wanted to put a cheapy fragrance also in today's video. I want to make a video for a range of budget. Performance is great, it's eau de parfum concentration. I get better performance and compliments in spring and summer, but for fall and winter is also noticeable and above average. Next fragrance is from house of Paco Rabanne. At number 9 spot, Invictus Legend. It is a sweet, oceanic, aquatic, minerally and woody type of fragrance. Has enough freshness for spring and summer and enough density and weight for fall and winter. Smells very pleasant and challenging. Pleasant side is sweet, fruity. I cannot say bubblegummy. That's bubblegummy vibe of regular Invictus is reduced here. This is mostly in the fruity side and salty in the same time. That's why I say it is challenging. We have sweet notes and salty, aquatic, seawatery notes in one bottle. Very unique scent profile. Performance is very great in terms of longevity. It is 12 hours plus type of fragrance, but I cannot get that much great projection out of this bottle. Mostly concentrated fragrances are not that great in terms of projection, but they last a long time. This fragrance is like that also. Next fragrance is from house of Rasasi. Rasasi Shaghaf Purum. This is a fruity, floral, aquatic and woody by kind of dirtiness at the base type of fragrance. I can say it is on a steroid or exaggerated in every single factor. It is on a steroid, sweet, floral and woody type of fragrance. Scent profile is not safe, not for everybody, not a blind buy worthy. If you are curious about more details, you can check out my full review on this fragrance. In the brief, it is a loud, fruity, floral, aquatic fragrance by out of this world performance. It is like 24 hours plus on the skin in terms of longevity by 2 to 3 hours, loud, nuclear projection and sillage. Let's continue by house of Montblanc at number 7 spots, a cheapy and goody Montblanc Individuel. For me, this fragrance is a green, basily, minty juice plus concentrated sweetness and touch of some synthetic fruity vibe. In the note breakdown has been mentioned as a raspberry, but when you don't read the note breakdown, you cannot get it. Wow, it's exactly raspberry. It is synthetic fruity is there. It smells very youthful at the border of being juvenile. I cannot say to this that much juvenile, but it is not a mature fragrance as well. Ignore the haters. They will say you're gonna smell like chick. This fragrance is not important because of complex or wow scent profile. It is important because ladies reactions by this fragrance is very big. In the brief, I can say this fragrance is very important and comprehensive type of fragrance because it covers a lots of very important factors. First, ladies reactions, it's very important. Compliments, price, performance and pleasant scent profile. So it is kinda a must-have in any man collection. For next, at number 6 spot, we have here from house of Hermes, Terre de Hermes. So this is Parfum version. There is other versions like Eau Fraiche, EDT and so on. But if you like this DNA and you want to carry it for fall and winter, Parfum version is the best decision. Scent of this fragrance is orangey. Orange here is not juicy. It is in the zesty side and earthy, woody in a very synthetic way. I can say I cannot say to this fragrance a powerful fragrance. I don't suggest it because it has that power to cut colder out there. No, I suggest it because it has enough darkness or density to get noticed in fall and winter as well. Performance is average, like 5 to 6 hours on my skin by first hour projection and sillage. For next, at number 5 spot, Bvlgari Aqua Atlantic, another oceanic and aquatic fragrance. Another because already we had Invictus Legend by Paco Rabanne. Compared to Invictus Legend, this fragrance is in the CBD and shelly side of aquatic oceanic notes, but this fragrance was minerally and salty by sweetness in the same time. But we have not any sweet notes here in Aqva Atlantic. Why I'm comparing these fragrances together, I have no idea. Aqva Atlantic is CBD, shelly, oceanic, plus ambroxan and woodsy notes at the dry. And if you are not into that shelly, some says eggy or CBD vibes, this fragrance is absolutely not for you. Reminds me of Rasasi Lamb Blue, like 40 to 50% close to that fragrance. You can choose that fragrance if you don't like this CBD shelly vibe here. You can go by the Rasasi Lamb Blue Closed Eyes, one of my favorites forever. So performance of this one is 10 to 12 hours plus on the skin by first 2 to 3 hours, very loud projection and sillage. At number 4 spot, Rochas L'Homme. It is a fruity, fresh, creamy, shower jelly and fougere type of fragrance. Oh, I missed it. Very pleasant. It smells strong and has that fougere feel to it. I can catch a lots of lavender and reminds me of Coach Foreman, like on a steroid, stronger version of that fragrance. Smells very pleasant. I like the way that this fragrance smells, but honestly, I cannot say to you that this fragrance is a new DNA or wow. No, it is not unique, but it is more than enough for me. And I like the way that projects and smells. It smells very or projects very intensely and fills your lungs. You know what I mean. But it is eau de toilette, projects and smells like eau de parfum. It is very intense type of fragrance. Performance is 6-7 hours, barely 8 hours on my skin by first hour room filler projection and sillage and second hour noticeable. At number 3 spot, L'Homme Le Parfum by Yves Saint Laurent, one of the 2020 releases of this house. It smells thick and fresh in the brief. Reminds me of eau de parfum version of La Nuit de l'Homme. I can say blue version of La Nuit de l'Homme eau de parfum. If you enjoyed that beautiful naked cardamom notes in regular La Nuit de l'Homme, you can catch it here as well. Plus some minty, citrusy, fresh notes, a bit airy ozonic notes, and tonka at the base, which is not mentioned. I can get tonka and ambroxan as well without that leather of eau de parfum version, but that cardamom of EDT is here available. About performance, it is eau de parfum concentration. Scent profile of the fragrance is also thick and concentrated, and the way that projects as well, but I cannot get very wow performance out of this fragrance. Maximum 7 hours in terms of longevity, first hour, hour and a half, average projection and sillage. At number 2 spots, from house of Mancera, Oud Lemon Mint. The best description for this fragrance, this is not Oud Lemon Mint, this is Oud Lemon Mint. Oud is big time here, and lemon mint gives to this fragrance a kick, a touch. So scent of the fragrance is very messy, I can say, very crowded. You can catch a lots of notes, thousands of notes, nuances, accords here. It is floral, it is spicy, it is sweet, it is woody and resiny. I prefer dry down of the fragrance better. At the opening is way too messy. Oud Lemon Mint changed big time on my skin. Like I can catch another story on my skin after first hour, but will stay linear and will not change that much on the clothing. If you like this messy, crowded scent profile, apply it on the clothing, but be careful, it makes spots. But if you don't like, if you want change, if you want to have more masculine or more woody, dry, slightly a smoky type of scent profile, apply it on the skin. Lasts on me 12 hours plus. By first 2 to 3 hours, loud projection and sillage. For me, the best fresh fragrance that I can wear for fall and winter as well is none other than Vai Eau de Parfum from house of Yves Saint Laurent. Nothing negative about this fragrance. This is one of those 10 out of 10 designer fragrances. Performs well, smells great, and grabs crazy compliments. About scent profile, opens up fresh, gingery and citrusy, mostly in the gingery side, and has some carbonated, fizzy vibe feel to it. At the dry down is darker, woodsier and deeper. From the opening to the dry down, we have a sweet and well balanced floor and base. Performance is like 7 hours plus on the skin in terms of longevity. By first hour, hour and a half, projection and sillage. Please let me know what is your freshy fragrances that you can wear for fall and winter in the comments below. Don't forget subscribe the channel. See you in another video.